We're in the middle of a heat wave. But for somebody to say it's cold out, that would be denying my objective reality. In other words, they would tell you it's cold out, but your experience is what you experience without anybody else's influence in your decision on it, that it's hot. Well, in a sense, that's what is going on with our denial of where we are living. We have to go against our objective reality. Now, I don't get into the sun, moon, and stars stuff at all. I have my ideas on that according to Scripture, but that's a faith thing. But my objective reality is, when I go down to the seashore, which we're going to do sometime this year, this summer, I'll gaze out on that balcony and it'll be just as, my reality is, it's just as level as can be. So it can't be a good thing for our children to teach them to deny their objective reality. It can't be a good thing. I don't believe it is. I believe something is out of kilter when you when you teach them that. But anyway, that's what it's all about. I can't do anything about the stars. I can't bring the stars, sun, moon, and stars down and examine them. But my immediate reality is, when I look out with my eyes, I can do that. And I can make it an objective decision. Does this ocean look flat to me? Does it look flat? It does. It looks flat to me. And we know that you've never seen water curve. No matter how far off in the distance it goes, it always finds its own level. Brothers and sisters, that's our objective reality that we're keeping from our children. We're telling them that it's doing something else in our supposedly higher education and education system. No, brothers and sisters. For one thing, I don't believe they ought to be compelled to go. But since they are, we ought to teach them right. We ought to teach them things that are good. No, brothers and sisters. You have to, all the Australians have to, the blood would run to their heads. Their hats would fall off. They'd roll out of their heads. Brothers and sisters. That's what I want to talk about today. Denying of our objective reality. An uninfluenced opinion of what we experience every day. Like I say, we can't bring the stars, moon, and stars down and examine them. That's all in, that can be argued about. I don't ever argue about that, but I can tell them what I see with my eyeballs, with my vision that God gives me, my senses. And it appears to me that we live on a, for the most part, flat plain, since most of the world's, the waters of the earth, the water covers the greater majority of the earth, and it all lies flat, brothers and sisters, from what I can see. So what we have here is a denial of our objective reality, from the cradle to the grave for most people. And it can't be good for them. It can't be a good thing. Just look at the amount of people that have problems, mental problems. I think it has something to do with the mental disease. You don't know where you are. I tell you what, when I was a kid, we had this merry-go-round at the ballpark down there, and we'd push it around, and then we'd get on it, and then they'd stop, and we'd get off, and we couldn't stand it. There was something inside us that got out of kilter. But I think that's what they want to do subliminally with this globe earth thing. They want you out of kilter. They want you to think you're standing here on a spinning ball, upside down and around and around. That's what I believe. Everything out of kilter, brothers and sisters. But anyway, I don't know why I was thinking about that while I was down here. No, it's not cold. We're in a heat wave. I don't care how many times you tell me. My objective reality is that we're in a heat wave. It's not wintertime. It's not. And no, brothers and sisters, the earth is, for the most part, in my view, a flat, level, extended plain, except for the beautiful hills and valleys and mountains. It's, for the most part, flat, from what I can observe. If that makes us crazy, they see that immediately makes you, that makes the ones that have woken up to their objective reality, that makes them crazy. And you have to act, if you want to be in society, you have to go along with the deception, which I've done it. I've done a lot of it, you know, just shake your head, yes, okay, all right, you know. No, brothers and sisters, our reality is that what we see with our eyes. Don't get into that other argument about sun, moon, and stars and all that. That's a trick of the devil, because they know we can't examine that. But we can use our senses that God gave us and make a judgment about it, an uninfluenced judgment, like they do at school. They get somebody with a bunch of degrees and they say, no, we're spinning around, turned upside down, talk with a foreign accent, and they're older than them, tell them about all their degrees. And no, brothers and sisters, this afternoon I'm thinking about our objective reality. And go outside, go down in the ocean. We're going down here in a few weeks, I hope. And I do it, you know, every other year to every year. We go down there, and my objective reality is that great, vast, beautiful ocean stretches out as far as the eye can see. And I can take one of those little, you can see them. You can take that camera, and it'll go out of sight, and you can bring it right back in. You can see the bottom of the ship with some of this new technology we got today. We don't need that either. We can just use our eyes, brothers and sisters. Our objective reality is that the earth is, for the most part, dare I say, flat. I'll wear that badge of shame, but for lack of a better word, it is, for the most part, flat. I'll get out of here, brothers and sisters. We want to talk about flat earth today, and how that it changes everything. It's a game changer. It changes everything about the way you look at the world. And I don't know why it's come to the, you know, it looks like they about scrubbed it on the internet now, but just want to talk about it today. Don't have to get in all the deep minutia about it to know. You don't have to get in on the arguments about things you can't see, but just use that one thing. We know we don't feel like we're moving, and we know that if you that water finds its own level. Just keep it simple. Peace and love, Miss Old Boy down in Alabama.